Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Drive podcast. So honored that you would join us. My name is Mike Bro, and we hang here each weekday for about 5 minutes or so, just trying to get to know God better. I was sitting in a restaurant the other morning. I was scrolling through my news feed while I was sipping on some coffee, and I noticed there were like flat screens all around the place, and they're all tuned to a news station, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, and over in the corner, I could hear a bunch of older guys arguing about politics. All of a sudden, I just felt surrounded by bad news. Anybody else had that feeling lately? I mean, foreclosures, layoffs, plant closings, store closings, school closings, bankruptcies, rising interest rates, wildfires, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, missile testing, another shooting, another overdose, another friend diagnosed with cancer. I mean, wow. Recently, someone counted 2,700 times in a British newspaper some form of the words "at risk." I mean, just watch your local news. Right before they go to a commercial break, they'll say, "Can you really trust your child's school lunches? A new alarming study," when we come back. And then during the commercial, some new prescription drug is being promoted, and the disclaimer is longer than the commercial. Know what I'm talking about? My wife, Debbie, timed this particular one the other day, and the disclaimer went on for almost 55 seconds. So I got on the website, their actual website, and I downloaded this. Now, the drug is going to remain nameless, and it's edited to shorten it. And this is what it says on the website. If you, your family, or caregiver notice agitation, hostility, depression, or changes in behavior, thinking, or mood that are not typical for you, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions, anxiety, panic, aggression, anger, mania, abnormal sensations, hallucinations, paranoia, or confusion, stop taking blank and call your doctor right away. Also tell your doctor about any history of depression or other mental health problems before taking blank, as these symptoms may worsen while taking blank. Some people can have serious skin reactions while taking blank, some of which can become life-threatening. These can include rash, swelling, redness, and peeling of the skin. Some people have allergic reactions to blank, some of which can be life-threatening and include swelling of the face, mouth, and throat that can cause trouble breathing. If you have these symptoms or have a rash with peeling skin or blisters in your mouth, stop taking blank and get medical attention right away. In clinical trials, the most common side effects of blank include nausea, sleep problems, constipation, gas, vomiting. These are not all the side effects of blank. Ask your doctor or pharmacist for more information. Dang, can I get a prescription for fear? Max Lucado writes in his book, Fearless, he says, when fear shapes our lives, safety becomes our God. And when safety becomes our God, we worship the risk-free life. Can the safety lover do anything great? Can the risk-adverse accomplish noble deeds for God, for others? No. The fear-filled life cannot love deeply because love is risky. They can't give to the poor because benevolence has no guarantee of return. The fear-filled cannot dream wildly. What if their dreams sputter and fall from the sky? The worship of safety emasculates greatness. No wonder Jesus wages such a war against fear. You know, fear is like that bully in the middle school hallway. Remember that guy? It makes you hesitate and go down the other hallway. I mean, fear will steal your dreams, dampen your passion, challenge your contentment, cripple your ministry, suck the joy out of anybody's life. And here's the deal. Fear never wrote a symphony. Fear never cured a disease. Fear never won a championship. Fear never pulled a family out of poverty, a country out of bigotry, or a church out of apathy. Courage did that. Faith did that. So let me ask you, what if faith, not fear, was your reaction to whatever you might be facing these days? What if you just chose to unconditionally trust God? Here's a couple of verses to stick in your heart today. This is God speaking, first of all, to a young leader named Joshua, who had this huge challenge in front of him. And this is what God says to him. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Stick that one in your heart. And here's an older guy named Paul telling his young friend Timothy. He says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. So smash those verses together today and hear God say to you, do not be afraid or discouraged, for I have not given you a spirit of fear. That doesn't come from me, and my love and my power will be with you. You know, I have more than just a few regrets, but the times I played it way too safe because of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of humiliation, fear of failure, fear of success. You might have some regret too for all the opportunities you think you might have missed, all the times that you chose comfort over courage and character, the times you let fear paralyze you and you just chose to play it safe like me. And I'm telling you, no matter how big of a coward you may have been in the past, no matter how far away from the opportunity you might have run, no matter how much of your life you've lived in like self-preservation mode, no matter how inadequate or underqualified you may feel, you could be just one brave decision away from breaking that same old storyline and plunging into a brand new adventure of faith, freedom, hope, and purpose. I can tell you from experience, my life and my character have grown in direct proportion to my courage. The times that I've taken a deep breath, swallowed really hard, walked to the edge of all the faith I had, and then stepped out and followed the lead of Jesus, man, I look back and think what adventures I would have missed out on if I had decided just to maintain my comfort. My wife, Deb, did a Bible study several years ago where there was a little fill-in-the-blanks exercise that helped her with all this, and it really helped me as well. You just take a moment, or when you get some time, get some space where you can write. Just write down, if blank, then blank. If blank, then blank. And in that first blank, think about a fear you have. It could be your worst fear, it could be a current fear, it could be a reoccurring fear, but think about a fear you've got for that first blank. If the biopsy comes back positive, if the bank forecloses on her home, if I'm pregnant again, if I don't make the team, if she files for divorce, just put your greatest fear in that first blank. Now, let me tell you what our enemy wants us to think about. He wants us to focus on that fear. He wants it to mess with us. He wants us to start to believe that if blank ever happened, then we would just be done. That there would be no way we could ever recover, no way we would get back up from that blank happening. And that's why it's crucial to fill in the second blank before you ever fill in the first blank. No matter what goes in the first blank, this is what you and I have to put in the second blank ahead of time. If blank, then God. If my worst fears happen, well, then God. He will be enough for me. He will pick me back up. He will be my strength. He will be all that he says he is, and he will do all that he promises to do. No matter what goes in that first blank, I already know who is in the second blank, and my God is bigger than my blank. So I will trust him. Like the song says, my fear doesn't stand a chance when I'm standing in your love. So why don't we stand in his love today, and let's all walk in courage. Have a great day. We'll see you back next time.